Hey guys, so today I'm filming another Memebox review. If you guys do not know, I am a Memebox beauty ambassador, which means I do receive free product from them every month to review. This is not a sponsored video. They are not paying me to give a positive review or requiring that I give a positive review. I'm always very, very honest in these videos. I will have all of my other Memebox review videos in case you would like to hear my thoughts on some more of their products. So if you've never heard of Memebox before, it is an online retailer for Korean makeup and skincare products. You can buy products individually and you can also buy pre-made boxes. So it is not a subscription box service, but they have pre-made boxes that you can purchase. It's basically like purchasing a value set from Sephora or Ulta. So the two products I'm going to be talking about today are the I'm Rubycell Puffs and the I'm Multi-Sticks for highlighting and contouring. I've actually already received my next package from Memebox, and I wanted to show you what I received so you will know what will be featured in my next review video. And this is the I'm eyeshadow palette in Day to Night. You have some really great warm tone shades here. You do have some matte, some satin, some super glittery shimmery shades. So I'm really excited to play with this, and you will hear my thoughts on this next month. So now just jumping right into the review, first I'm going to start with the I'm Rubycell Puff. Now with each of my packages from Memebox, they send me a little info card with the claims and directions that I always love to read to you guys. So what it says about the Rubycell Puff is that the puff is made to fit perfectly into any cushion compact. Our best-selling Rubycell Puff delivers seamless, radiant finish with its skin-fitting technology. Rubycell Puff has a velvety, poreless surface that won't absorb makeup. The directions say to apply face makeup of your choice, ranging from liquid to cream, using the puff blend in a tapping motion. So you guys know that cushion foundations are all the rage these days. I personally have not tried one out because of three reasons. Most of the ones that are available do not have a very broad shade selection. It tends to be very light coverage and a dewy finish. All of those reasons are like the number one reason that I don't like a foundation. So I figured I would rather just save my money and not even bother trying it because I don't think it would work for me. But I have watched a ton of review videos on cushion foundations, and when it comes to application, all of them suggest that you use these puffs, and people have tried using a beauty blender, they've tried using brushes, and while it does work, it always seems to perform the best when it is applied with the puff. So in watching those videos, I thought, awesome, use a puff it comes with, but how do you clean this? What do you do when it gets so dirty and grimy that you have to throw it out? So when I heard that Memebox makes refill pads for your cushion foundations, that's amazing. That's so awesome, because you don't want to just have this crusty thing using it over and over and over again on your face, especially if you have sensitive acne prone skin. You definitely don't want that. So the fact that there is a brand out there that makes refills is amazing. Now Memebox might not be the only brand. Maybe there are other brands out there, especially other Korean beauty brands that offer these, but I just thought what a fantastic idea for a product. So because I don't have any cushion foundations, I wanted to try this with other foundations in my collection. I tried it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear and I didn't like the way that it applied, but the foundation I like best with this little puff is my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So this is the foundation that I usually apply with a beauty blender. So what I did one day is apply one half of this with a beauty blender and the other half with this little sponge, and I found that once I had my foundation applied, I looked at both sides of my face. They look exactly the same. Now it was a little bit easier for me to use the beauty blender than it was the puff, just because I just hold on to that sponge a lot easier than this one. I do love that it does have this little band here to hold your fingers in place, so you don't have to hold it like this because that would just not work at all. So I did like using this puff with this foundation, not so much with my Estee Lauder, but honestly with each foundation I feel like I have to apply them a little bit differently. But really I wanted to test this out so I could let you guys know my thoughts, and I wanted to see if it would work with foundations that are not that cushion foundation, and it definitely did. but I think that this would just work better with cushion foundations. So if you have a cushion foundation and you are just disgusted by the sponge, I highly recommend you guys get these so that you can have a clean applicator. So this little pack here comes with 5 different sponges, which I think is a pretty good amount. And I do agree that whatever material this is made of doesn't really seem to soak up foundation, which is great because I know with most sponges, it eats about half of your product. If you try using just those regular triangle sponges, like no ma'am, no Pam, that is not gonna work. But this definitely did a good job of applying the foundation without soaking it up. To be honest, I definitely do prefer using a brush or my Real Technique sponge to apply my foundation. This does work, but it isn't my preferred method. I do love that this is easily bended so that you can get around your nose, between your brows, around your eyebrows, just in all those nooks and crannies. This does do a great job. I definitely do recommend pressing it into your skin, not swiping it. That is not going to work. I would definitely recommend pressing it into your skin, and I do feel like it was able to blend pretty easily. That's another thing I was concerned about, but I didn't really have too much of an issue. So my overall rating for this product would probably be a 3 because I like it. I think it is a fantastic concept because people are going to need these. They don't want a nasty old grimy sponge to keep using over and over again. These are going to be super, super useful products. Now I am going to be honest, I'm not going to reach for these over my brush and my sponge to apply my foundations. I think that if you have a cushion foundation, you need these. If you are just going to be using regular traditional bottle liquid foundations, I don't think you need them. Next, I have the I'm multi-sticks. These are cream highlight and contour sticks. I believe that these come in 3 different shades, and they also have some cream blush sticks. So the shades that I have for the highlight would be Luster Beam, and for the bronzer would be Luster Bronze. And I do believe that these are the lightest highlight and contour shades in the range, which definitely works out much better for my skin tone. So this is what the highlight stick Luster Beam looks like. And here is a swatch of that. And this is what the contour stick Luster Bronze looks like. And here is the swatch of that. As you can see, this is definitely more of a warm tone shade. So to read you the claims and the directions of this product, it says the I'm multi-sticks makes contouring, adding blush, and highlighting easy with just a couple of swipes. The stick form allows precise placement of the product while the creamy formula makes it blend like a dream. This offers natural buildable coverage, creamy application, powdery finish, and is retractable for easy application. Directions for use say to apply directly to the points you want to blush, contour, or highlight. Blend out with a blending brush, sponge, or Rubycell Puff. I'm multi-stick is extremely pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. So I am wearing both of these on my face today. I chose not to set them with a powder highlight and contour so you can see the true color of them and how they look on my face by themselves. So I definitely think that these are very, very pigmented and they do blend out easily. So with the contour stick, I drew it directly into the hollow of my cheek, and then I blended it out with the e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I found that it blended very, very easily. That's something I was really nervous about, that it would just stay like a straight line. But I mean, my cheeks definitely look defined, but I was able to blend it out very easily with this brush. I would say that once you apply the streak, you do want to go in and blend pretty quickly because the longer you wait, the more it's going to dry on your skin in that line shape. As far as the highlighting shade, I chose to just swipe my finger on the top of the product and pat it onto my cheekbones, and I think that did a nice job. And honestly, I feel like this isn't as intense. I feel like it has a beautiful sheen on my hand, but once I blend it out a little bit, you can hardly see it at all. It's just super duper natural looking, and I don't love that it's so natural. If you are someone that does want just like a tiny bit of glow or luminosity to the cheek, then I think you will like it. I'm not even someone that likes over-the-top highlighter, and this one is still just too subtle for me. But like I said, this bronzer shade is definitely warm. It definitely looks a little bit orangey. I don't feel like it looks too orangey on my skin, but like I said, there are other shades available that are deeper, a little bit more neutral, cool undertone than this one. So I'm glad this isn't the only color option. So I think that this stick format is super simple to use. I think they blend out very easily. I don't think that the highlight gives off enough color. The bronzer shade definitely does. It gave off a lot of color for me. I did apply just a light amount so that I was able to blend it out without it looking too crazy. And if you have this highlight stick and find it to look a little bit too natural, I would recommend using this as a base for powder highlights just to help them last longer, and it will really help them be more intense. So my overall rating for these products would probably be a 2 for the highlight stick and a 3 for the contour stick. So the reason I'm giving the highlight stick a 2 is because of the pigmentation. It is very creamy, it blends nicely, but it just doesn't show up enough and make enough of a statement. And the reason that I'm giving the contour stick a 3 is that the color is a little bit warm for me. I am able to make it work. I really love how easily it blends out. I've not tried setting it with a powder because I think it would be way too intense. And the reason it's only getting a 3 is because I'm not going to reach for this. I do not use cream products hardly ever. I much prefer using powder products. I just find them a lot easier to work with. Even though creams are supposed to be more natural, because I'm much more comfortable working with powders and I found shades that work for my skin tone, I actually find powder to be more natural than cream. So guys, those are my thoughts on the Memebox I'm Rubycell Puffs and the I'm Multi-Sticks. If you've tried out these products, please let me know your thoughts, and I would love to know your thoughts on cream, contour, and highlighting. Let me know if that's something that you do on a regular basis, or if you're going out, just let me know your thoughts on it, whether you think it's all that in a bag of chips like it's hyped up to be, or you can do without it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.